Can you fuck me like you really want to? Can you love me like you do your hustle? Can you feed me past the food and grubbing? Can you clean me like it's church on Sunday? In the tubbing, scrub a dubbing, clean the fountain, make a wish and throw 100. I might just blow it. Yo, heat ain't warming. Your mountain's swarming.
I be feeling bad sometimes. He love him. He a housewife, right? He be happy as hell to have him though. Oh, I love. What's your baby? Zion? Baby's looking at me.
I got already on paper.
Girl, you can have him whenever you want to.
Matter of fact,
right.
What you doing next week? Let's take him out to Toyland.
I think the weather gonna be
It's
whack
gonna be
now.
so much fun out there.
I ain't gonna even lie. It's gonna be busting.
Cause I love babies.
I'm like, I got tea and champagne. Look at the balance.
But I still love babies.
Yeah.
It wasn't ready for that.
Hey, period. Hey.
Shut up now. I'm recording.
Okay, so who's putting on to this?
I already had her. I
She
sent my
has
5
5.
for
Are you
her.
putting on?
I have my own.
Okay, are you putting on? Wait, you have weed in there? Right now? Do you want me to roll up for you?
No, I can roll it.
Can we smoke during the podcast?
Most definitely.
Yeah, can you?
I have an empty.
Do you have an empty as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still want to put on?
Yeah, I didn't know this was.
But you know, if y'all want to like match,
That's what I'm saying. I'm you see,
you know I'm not a selfish bitch, but I am at the end of the day also a hood nigga on a fucking budget.
give it to her, give it to her. She gonna give you.
Cash out.
Do you want to put on?
Also, if y'all down this weekend or next week to have like a session, because I got my pounds coming in, and to sample my weed, I smoke with everybody, and then I sell to y'all. At least I'm smoking with y'all free first, and then I sell to y'all. So I'm sampling this strand, this San Fernando Valley. So that's my first pound I'm bringing to the city and sampling. So y'all can get first dibs. And y'all get a discount. I'm charging everybody else $40. I'm not going.
Alright. I only got shout out to one of that cool.
That's 5.
Yeah.
All I got on me.
So I guess this is a live from the crib episode.
Hey.
What is up, everybody?
Roll
You
up.
are here for another episode of the Real Hoodwives of Chicago.
Period.
And we have a special guest, Chicago-born, LA fucking phony. No, I'm just fucking playing with you.
I don't even like LA.
Right? Like,
I went up there for 3
LA
months. Now
fucking-
everybody's trying to
I was
act
gonna say something sentimental, like a LA.
Now every
I
time
can't even do it.
Every time people introducing that, they be like,
Fucking
"Yeah, from
people.
LA." They be like, "I got somebody from LA," and I was like, "I'm not from LA."
No, she a real Chicago bitch. We got passion.
Well,
13.
honey, I went to Julian, so y'all.
Oh, you
should-
went to Julian?
Yeah, that says a lot. So.
Niggas was getting shot on the bus and shit. Like
all
that.
is well, all well to the most. Beating up Morgan Park kids,
Whoa.
Corliss kids.
Oh, Jimmy.
I was gangbanging slightly, tad bit.
What, you not
shout
gonna-
out to Nateville.
Okay.
Shout out to Winston.
Yes. Well, we
Shout out to them bitches on the block who don't like me but won't fight me. Period.
Shout out
My bad for
to
not picking you
you.
up. I didn't know.
Bye, Debbie.
Peace. Diamond, be safe. Peace, love, be safe.
Yeah.
That
really.
was Diamond, one of Passion's Japan Tan Girls. We are also joined by some of your Japan Tan Girls.
Yes. We have Dope.
Dopey dope.
Yes. You want me to include it?
Shit. Throw me in there.
What you want to be called?
I don't know. Call me whatever. You can call me brown sugar. You can call me sweetness. You can call me red blue.
We gotta do something else.
Brown sugar.
She brown spice, okay?
Brown Spice.
Brown spice.
And you got me Southside Spice. No, I'm just fucking.
Hey, that's cute though.
It is, though.
That's my spice
That was my
girls.
stripper name. Southside Spice.
But that's why they want to do Japan Tans girls. Coming like they gonna have like names like they.
Yeah.
You know, like the what was it?
Like
Girl
the Cheetah
6
Girls?
or Girl 6. I don't know if you ever seen. Is it Girl 6?
Girl 6 with that Spike Lee movie.
Yeah, and they was all like, "Hey, this is so and so."
One
So
of my
I want
absolute
Japan
favorite
Tan girls
movies.
to be kind of. And I'm gonna do a skit in the fashion film eventually. Like, it's one of my ideas. We got a
Word.
bunch of little cool. It's just like Japan Tan girls is just like these like badass bitches who have balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they from the hood, but they good. You know, all the right amounts of each.
Yes.
But they can't be confined to one thing.
To one
They're
very
like, versatile. They just, they defy the odds. They rebellious, and they just fierce and shit. It's just Japan Tan is kind of, that's like me, kind of so I just try to find girls that's like me. I really was doing my own thing, and then turns out it's other bitches like me, and hey, it's even better. It's like your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit who you are?
I hate that question.
And what you like, who you is, what you do. You like, we know where you from now.
I'm like the real me.
Oh, GD,
The real me. I'm not a GD, y'all.
You not.
Y'all
Be the
gonna
moms, bro. It's cool.
I'm a mo. Y'all gonna give me disrespect. They
Bro,
gonna
you
be like,
gonna be disrespect.
They gonna be like, I was like, look, I was about to shake up with myself. But who am I? I'm Passion 13. Some people know me as Passion. Ooh, shit. Some people know me as Bonnie from my younger party girl days. If you know, you know. Yeah, so you might hear some people call me Bonnie in the scene, and some people I just still let them call me Bonnie. Like a couple of my best friends, they call me Bonnie because when they met me, that's who I was, and they just don't want to accept my real name. And a lot of people don't be thinking Passion is my real name.
Passion is your real name?
Yeah, it is.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah, I will put my government out here, but I got some ops. I mean, some people know it's a classic government name, so.
What do you like to do?
But me, okay, I'm.
Well, I know all about you.
So
like,
I'm a multifaceted.
You said I have debt.
No, I have dancing skills. That's what I was about to say. I'm trying to figure out which talent to talk about first, because I
was like, I have debt.
I'm a multifaceted creative. I would say, but overall, my title is a creator. But my main points would be photography, creative direction. Now I'm going into actually really being a fashion designer. I like to call myself a fashion artist, though. You know. Wow, is that a meal? Oh, but and I just I model sometimes, but I prefer to call myself a muse. I have skills in dancing from growing up, just being on dance teams. Like I've danced on House Arrest 2.
House Arrest 2, the movie?
No, it's just a dance team.
Oh, right.
Dancing in the Bud, Billiken Parade. I really lived a real authentic hood rat life. But I was just kind of always different. Like if you look at all my throwback pictures, I'm with all my bitches on the block, but I just still look a little odd. I do a lot of shit. Honestly, I can show you better than I can tell you. It's kind of that type of thing. Cause sometimes I still surprise myself. Oh shit, I guess I'm good at that too. Shit, okay, But it's just kind of ultimately, I'm just a creator. I'm a professional human. I'm a mom. Shout out to my son, Xavier.
Yes.
If it wasn't for him, I honestly wouldn't be sitting here right now because a bitch done tried to end her life, okay? But shout out to those failed suicide attempts, and to the people listening. Yeah. It is okay to not be okay. Yeah. It's nothing to be ashamed about for feeling low. Feeling down, you're human, and don't ever let nobody make you feel bad about being human because you're fucking human. You can't help some shit. People be trying to be mad at you for being human. It'd be sorry that I'm not desensitizing and suppressing my emotions to act like I'm okay. But yeah, so shout out to my son.
Yeah, shout out to you. Something that I really appreciate about you is that you just always super candid, and you just really just immensely just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Right? And I don't say that on some I'm gonna just shake my ass on the bar type of shit, which you do.
I will.
Right? But as far as
With
it's
class.
a lot of people that's tepid to go into the talents that they believe that they have. Me personally, I'm trying to go into the talents that I have, but it's very hard for me to be candid, especially when the world makes you one dimensional or makes you very monolithic and shit like
Story
that.
of my life.
Yeah.
Story of my life for sure. Just always I just kind of got to a point in my life I just realized basically everybody ain't shit. Humans overall in general kind of are just full of shit. A lot of people who was talking the most shit about me when I got older and wiser and started realizing shit, I was just y'all really ain't shit. The nerve. I know the real y'all. So it's just once you realize that, and then another pivotal moment of me just really fully getting into my fuck these people. That's my thing. Me and my cousins, everybody, my motto be man, fuck these people, fuck them people. Anytime you be you gotta remember, fuck them people. Who the fuck is them? And them people can mean anybody. But it's just fuck them people. But when I seen motherfucking Barack and Michelle, they played it just how black people get told to play it. They did everything right, quote unquote. Hey, Champagne Thotty.
Yes.
It is me.
Oh, speaking of, this is a segment called What's Your Thought Juice?
Hey.
What is your thought juice?
Clearly it's champagne because I'm a champagne ass bitch. Okay, when in doubt, pinky out. Period.
Oh, okay.
But, yes.
I don't want it to fizzle on my.
Sorry.
There we go.
Yes.
I was like, ooh.
So
That's the investment.
Champagne Thotty.
Who got the body?
Hey. Yes. So what the fuck was I saying?
Basically about Barack and
Oh,
Michelle.
when I seen Barack and Michelle like do everything like the told right way that like, you know, our ancestors and them told us like, yeah, if you just put a suit on and you play it safe and this and that, you know, they was the first family. And motherfuckers was still talking shit. Mm-hmm. You know, if you get it, and that's like one of the highest levels as a human, basically, right? Like, it's society standards, being president. So if a black person can be the president and you still can't get a break, oh, you know, everybody be trying to tell you to be all, keep it all cute and nice and shit for the sake of being the president. The president still even, me seeing Michelle get shit talked about her, I'm just like, oh wow. Like,
but them boots that she was rocking, I'm
like,
like
but me, just me seeing like her still getting shit talked about and her being a dark skinned woman like myself, like, and her being like kind of like a little more not the usual feminine, you know, I'm just like, damn, that shows me just how people, you know, no matter what, people always just gonna try to give you a hard time. And you just gotta just always just push through it gracefully, like, you know, like, because like I say, fuck them people, period. Like, and you just gotta always just know that like all power is within you.
Yeah.
Like, once you realize that, like, all power is within you, and you really learn how to take control of your life and control your energy and control your power, like, you kind of become unstoppable. It's like, even if you have like bad days, like, you know, I've been saying a lot, like I've been saying all today about energy shifts. Like, just when you feel yourself going down, going back, going backwards, something, you just got to stop yourself and be like, no. Like, and shift, it be hard sometimes, like, but you really got to just be like, I'm going to find a silver lining out of this situation. This is not like something bad. This is really just a challenge, another challenge. I like challenging myself personally. Don't know if it's a Scorpio thing or what, but
I think it definitely is.
I'm always having like little random inside tests and like conflicts with myself. Like, I be seeming calm on the outside, but it be a whole like internal, I don't know what the fuck be going on, but I be like, but simultaneously thinking and talking on the outside, but inside having a whole nother dialogue with myself. Like, pretty insane.
That's like mental health. I ain't gonna even fucking flex. Like, I was just talking to someone
that might be just anxiety or something.
And it was like Scorpios are one of the most spiritual zodiacs, right? Mm-hmm. Because like we have like true intuition and like true, like, you know, damn near psyche ability. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So like being a Scorpio, I get the persona of the Scorpioism that girls are always the hoes. Men are always the fucking dogs, which they are.
You like see down in black and white Puma?
But they got us going in and out and in and out and in and out about all these other things. And one thing about a Scorpio, one thing about being a Scorpio is I trust all of my vibrations. Mm-hmm. If something is not right, it's not gonna be right. It's not gonna ever be right. I need to step away from it. If something is good, it's gonna be good, and it's gonna have to work for it to get. And I always visualize my shit. Like, I just know shit is gonna go right if I just follow what's in my head.
Yes.
What's in my heart. What's in my
you follow
spirit.
like that destiny itself.
And I see I believe in my dreams. Like, I have a dream and I feel like it's gonna happen. Even if it's something as simple, we walk into the store, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, damn, that's deja fucking blue. All right.
I have that shit all the time. And like, I kind of like tied that to what you said, like when you were just talking about, like, you know, the challenges and the powers, like.
Yeah, but also to touch on what she was saying, like, you also got to know when to check in on yourself, when to really be like, hey, self, I might be tweaking. Because y'all ever thought some shit, and then, like, when you kind of chilled out, and then you kind of was wrong, but you was just like, damn, I wonder what else I probably was tweaking about.
All the fucking time. And I just be like, nah, bitch, that's just your attitude. You keep that shit.
But
I be in the bed lonely as
the more
I be tweaked about
tired of masturbating.
Yeah,
so
the more, and I want to touch on, like, the more, like, you grow into a woman, like, and a lot of people, they be all into this, like, self-love culture, but I feel like honestly some people starting to get like toxic with it. Yeah. And like, you know,
toxic with self-love.
Yes.
That can get toxic.
It can get toxic.
Because some people can be so caught up in themselves that they
like
are unlovable and too narcissistic.
Can't no one love them.
I felt that way for a second. I was like, a man, especially when you start masturbating, you just like, what the fuck do I need a man for?
Hold up. I just gotta say, Hoodwives, this is the first episode where we done had like 4 Scorpio women.
Hey!
In the same room, right? And all y'all know how much I feel about being a Scorpio. Did you want some?
How do you feel about being a Scorpio?
I'm a double Scorpio, so I'm a Scorpio sun and Scorpio moon, which is why I have like 2 Scorpios tatted on me, and like I love being a Scorpio. I think
the moons and the
okay, I'm gonna explain it real fast. So like the sun is like the nucleus of like who you are.
Yeah, it's
so,
how you feel and react.
Yeah, so the sun is like who you are, your main zodiac. The moon is like how you translate emotion.
How you come off.
That's the rising. The rising is how you come off. So I'm a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Aries rising.
I got Leo and Aquarius something.
I think you probably like an Aquarius.
I forgot which one is which, but
maybe a Leo rising for you. But I wanted to go into these challenges about what you was talking about, passion. Like you being a fashion designer, I want to like ask you, what are you doing to like break like body type and stereo norms?
Oh,
with
okay.
Being a fashion designer?
Well, me being a fashion designer, I'm all for like, you know, like. Me knowing the industry, like from being a photographer, I like seeing a lot from the industry from different perspectives. So it actually has made transitioning to a fashion designer very great. And I have a lot of skills that a lot of people starting off wouldn't already have. So I just have more and more have to realize that. But I also know like just the standards. So I'm always at castings, filming, taking pictures there, and I see. You know, just like working in the industry, I see that they only want certain things. As in like the standard, which would be like
the couch directors.
Yeah, and majority of those people up there are boring ass, fucking basic ass people who actually have no culture. All shade. So
all tea, no
so
shade.
I just like to. I'm a rebellious ass bitch, so I just like to combat that. So with my brand JAPANTAN, you know, I like to take like girls who's not the usual standard of these things, like, and give them a platform to, like, you know, like, I like what I like to call high fashion hood rat shit.
Yes.
So I like to, what I do with my models, you know, I'm shooting girls that you would really see, you know, walking down the block, you know, busted baby, like, you know, you find all them little terms, even like bust down aesthetics, all that little shit. Basically, like, all the things that they tried to make.
Tatiana.
Basically, all the things that they made us try to feel bad about, I like using my skills that I know from actually being from the hood. Like, because in streetwear and a lot of things, all these people are in charge of the culture but are not actually from it. And that didn't make no sense to me. And I got tired of complaining about shit. So I was just like, I'm just going to do my own line, like, and put my own people on. So, like, you know, I did a photo shoot in Harrods. I did a photo shoot in Walmart. Like, I did a photo shoot in front of the currency exchange, you know. And then I want to bring I want to show people the beauty of the hood. So I want to show perspectives that people don't. A lot of people, they didn't even know you can make Harrods look high fashion. But I did it.
That's wrong as hell. I think that is like something, like as a teacher, something that I always teach my students, especially when it comes to like, you know, reclaiming like words and vernacular and shit like that, something called like reclaiming symbols of our oppressors. And I think that when we hear the term oppressors, we always correlate that shit to like white people or like the patriarchy and shit like that. But even, like, our same niggas that, like, we belong to are the same ones that can, like, enlist, like, you know, oppression onto us. So the fact that, like, you reclaiming, like, bust down shit. You know what I'm saying? That. Like, that's what I did with, like, being a hood wife. It's like, you know, you could be married to the hood.
White K-Swiss all summer.
Oh! I did that shit 2 years ago. Like, but I'm so glad I'm gonna be doing that with, like, a gang of bitches. Like,
no, everybody's on the way.
Just imagine that we all pulled up to Markham with, like, little
right now,
pacifiers.
It's crazy. It's crazy how, like, right now, you know how they say, like, what a time to be alive. It's like, what a time to be a hood rat. Like,
period!
Honestly, right. And you got people it's crazy because you got people trying to be like us now.
Yes.
So, if other people trying so hard to be this, why not do it? And I actually have the original recipe.
Yes.
Like,
period.
And so the more I see that, you know, the more I really try to like, damn, okay, I might can use this as a platform to really, the more like other girls gravitate towards me, the more my brand kind of be forming itself. Like, you know, it just kind of just happening. Like, it just happens kind of naturally, and it's just like, that's lit. Like, you know, I've so far like I've only like launched JAPANTAN. It's actually been a year since I publicly launched it.
Really?
But I started in 2015, low key. But I've always been doing it all my life, just like cutting up hand-me-downs and shit. And like I was always super skinny, and everybody else was thick. Like it's kind of hard growing up in the hood being skinny. Honestly, so actually all the things, like it's crazy because like all the things all my life people made me feel bad about is like the shit that's like cool now, and I was just like, huh? I was like, fuck all y'all. Like that's how I feel. Like it's people who used to talk shit about me asking me to style them now. So it just be like that y'all was just talking about how I used to dress, and now y'all want me to style y'all, or y'all want me to help y'all look cool. Like it just be like, fuck y'all, pay me.
You said something about the culture, and this is the part where I'd be mad at you, and I throw all the shade at you.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you.
Bitch, you moved to LA.
Because I had to expand myself.
That's real, and I don't fault you.
And guess
for
what?
that.
When I'm out there in LA,
You look
actually,
you look so fucking
No, I'm about to
happy.
tell the people right now. It's actually a Chicago Renaissance starting in LA. We got this movement that we started called Chalet. And all the Chicago people that's out there from LA, we're all coming together.
Don't you fucking dare!
I'm telling y'all, all the Chicago people I know, we all only link up with each other. We don't be fuck with them LA people.
But why y'all gotta put LA at the end of it?
It's just Chalet.
Chalet.
Because it's in LA, but it's gonna be a Chicago culture. We're gonna have like a whole area, and it's a Harold's getting made out there.
That's not gonna taste the same.
It's not about tasting the same, but we have to get our people in there. Like, you know, like.
It's just that, but what do you think about?
And LA is just better. It's just better, honestly. The only reason I'm in LA is just really to like use it for what it is. But every time I'm out there, I'm teaching all my bitches how to WAP. I'm teaching them. They love everybody out there. They call me Chicago. Everywhere I go, I represent Chicago. I don't change myself, and they love that shit. So all my people that see that they watching my story right now, all my LA friends, they ready to support y'all. They want to support anybody I'm supporting. Like, and it's cool. Like, I love how my friends in LA, luckily I found like a core group of friends.
That's good.
Like going out there, and like, so we all support each other. We all like have pop-up shops together, and somebody cooks, somebody do clothes, somebody shoot. We all just put each other on the bill. We buy some event space, host a free party to celebrate, to have other creators link up. And this is like a win-win situation for everybody. Like, so.
But here's my thing. Like, I don't ever see you as like a trading type of bitch. So that's why I'm not throwing shade.
No, but
I just think that like I'm a very selfish type of bitch.
I can't help it that
so
they gave me the resources. I've been trying to get Chicago to fuck with me. I understand Chicago treats me as like a stepchild. Those who know. But I'm not ever gonna beg for somebody to fuck with me. See, I'm gonna tell you the real tea about the Chicago art scene. It's biased as fuck. It's segregated as fuck. Yes. And I'm not about to kiss ass for nobody to fucking like me.
You are fucking lying.
And guess what? Lying. And guess what? And then even with the artist shit, motherfuckers, if you ain't with all that extra super duper weird shit, like motherfuckers be acting like they can't fuck with you, and it's just like, you know, like
Chicago does not support.
And then it's biased. And then even the black people who do get up there to that art level, I be in both scenes. I be in the underground shit, and I be up there with both people, so I see both perspectives and I see the differences. And like motherfuckers be fake bougie with all that shit too, and be cliquey, somewhat understandable when you get to a certain level, because a lot of people do be opportunists. But like Chicago, like, I don't know, being black in Chicago, it's just like Chicago don't really fuck with black people in the arts. And the art that they do fuck with, they only fuck with this shit that I like to call trauma art. It's just like, how?
Oh, yes.
And shit, I'm honestly over it. Like, I'm tired of...
Because like, what I think of that shit, like, as a poet, because a lot of people in, like, the spoken word community or, like, in the slam poetry community, people think that in order to get the snaps and to get the high scores, you gotta talk about assault, police brutality, black boys dying. You know what I'm saying? Just
it's like, even though we know all that shit going on, can we show black people in the hood looking happy? That's why I try to show. That's why I try to show, like, I try to show us being happy. I try to show us being, like, because it's like, that's not the only perspective. Like, ain't nobody like, yes, these issues are relevant. They are, but it's just like, damn, like, I gotta have some art that's talking about some trendy shit for it to be like, and it's like, I'm not about to play those games. So, you know, me being that way, like, some people would try to act like it hinders me. A lot of people try to tell me to change myself and this and that, to try to for what? I don't do this shit for the money.
Right.
I mean, that's cool too. But like, I don't do why would I want to be fake if I don't want fake love?
I kind of want to talk about that a little bit because I'm reading this book that's called The Artist's Way, which has been like one of the biggest blessings.
Reed still like an artist too.
Yes, and something that they say in The Artist's Way is leap and the net will appear, right? So this is kind of like a two-part question. How do you? I know that you always plan Chicago where you go.
It was hard to take that leap though.
But yes, how do you leap so successfully, like without like worrying about like the actual semantics of like survivorship, like money, bread, a job, like
you can't. I mean, honestly, for me, I'm very blessed that like people love me or they fuck with me in the ways that they do, like and honestly, like me taking leaps, I be traveling with no money. Every time I've left and had no money, all I had was faith. I just knew that I was gonna figure it out. It was better than what the fuck I was doing here. Every time I had stepped out and went somewhere, I accomplished shit in weeks that I was trying to do here for months. Right. Because you got people in cities like New York, San Francisco, like they already do the stuff that they already accustomed to that. People do this shit for real. They not playing with this shit. Like they really want to take it serious. It's already taken seriously out there. That's what I like about LA. Entertainment, photography, stuff like that, visual shit. People take it serious already. So they already know they not playing like this is what they do. Does being a woman help my situations? I ain't gonna cap. It probably do. But it equally, no, it helps, but it definitely got an equal downside if you're an attractive woman. So being a woman sucks, period, because I can only imagine how it is, like, like a lot of people be trying to tell me, like, yeah, you 5'9", you slim, and this, and that. Like, why do you talk so down to yourself? Why do you I'm like, you don't understand. Just because people see me like that now, all my life, I didn't see myself like that.
And also, like, at the same time, you got, like, and I'm not being gender biased. I'm not being sexist at all. I think that being a woman has helped me a lot in life, but it is not it is not a prominent reason for my success. If anything, it's a homage to my success.
And then you have to know how to, you know how to handle
that.
There's
a lot of shorties out here that's just sucking dick that's way higher than where I am. Yeah. You feel me? That's like way higher than where I am.
But
and I could take my dick sucking skills.
I will say that
to New York,
being a woman,
and bust down in a dip set.
Being a woman with certain morals. A condo, like if you got certain morals and you got certain standards, it is hard because you get put in a lot of situations. Although you will think you getting benefits from it, you get put in a lot of situations where you got to put out or you got to get put out. Yes. And you don't know what to do, and you feel, and that's exactly like how that R. Kelly shit was. Like a lot of girls, I know. I'm saying, like, I
didn't know he was. No, please.
I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna go into it because honestly, I'm cool with his daughter. I'm supposed to be working with her. She's actually So out of respect for her,
my thing is like this is also a safe space, but like my thing is like.
No, I speak from both sides. Like, so basically, like, because I know how it is. Like, I honestly just feel like I wish more girls would be more honest about the game. Like, everybody, you know, how they talking about this Cardi shit. But I'm like, I hear y'all, but at the same time,
y'all
like,
bogus as hell.
She's a sex worker. Like, I know how the game go. Like, I've been on both sides feeling like, you know what I'm saying? I just wish more girls would be honest, like, when sometimes, you trying to fuck a nigga for some clout. Yeah, sometimes you trying to fuck a nigga for some connection.
Or sometimes you trying to fuck a nigga because, like, you ain't got no
or sometimes,
crib to stay in.
Sometimes you just want to fuck.
Sometimes you trying to fuck a nigga because, like, maybe you ain't even got no food that night. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you trying to fuck a nigga
dudes
because,
do the
like,
same shit.
Your OG done kicked you out the crib. And you got this.
The thing is, you can't be out here just hoeing for with no purpose.
With no purpose. Don't be hoeing with no purpose.
If you gonna hoe, be the best hoe you can be. Like,
be the best hoe you can.
Or if you gonna like for real.
Don't be a hoe with no purpose.
I ain't even gonna cap.
That is a shirt.
No, I ain't even
gonna with no purpose.
I ain't even gonna cap with you. I've been put in situations where I ain't gonna cap. Yup, I fucked. Because but guess what? I seen the bigger picture. I had to put it. I did what the fuck I had to do. Look what the fuck I'm doing now. You ain't seeing me still being broke. Right. Guess what? I already know what's up. I'm going to be on game. Once I watched the Pimps Up Hoes Down documentary and I listened to that, what Ice-T said, y'all got to listen to that. That shit changed my life. He said, ain't nobody going to pimp me but me. Period. You already got to understand, everybody, me being an attractive woman, I just had to accept the harsh reality that niggas going to be trying to pimp me. Like, it'd be a lot of men, they be acting like they're trying to help me, and it's some whole other ill intentions. And I used to be naive, not seeing that shit. Now I can spot that shit and I can move accordingly. Okay, guess what? I'm gonna let you think you playing me. I'm gonna let you think you pimping me.
Play that role.
Tough.
Academy Award winning.
Yeah, and when you really learn your power as a woman, you learn how to be smooth like that. You learn how to let a nigga. You learn how to you know your power. When you really know your power, you ain't gotta compete. When you really learn your power, you ain't gotta try to sit up here and be equal to these men because you already know you're not equal to them. You already know your power. You already know you. You know, you don't got to fight that. You don't got to be trying to, I'm trying to do this because boys do this and equal us. You're not ever going to be equal to them. We have our certain roles. And once you really learn your power and your femininity, like me growing up a tomboy, I ain't gonna cap. Like that shit had me.
That shit helped the fuck out of mine.
That
helped the fuck out of I was monkey on the wood chips with all them niggas.
I'm a baby girl ass bitch. I'm a baby girl ass bitch, and
I had my first kiss like at 13 on the playground with like niggas
and it's
that would
crazy
call
because
my name from outside my building.
Yeah, I'm a baby girl ass bitch. Like, you know, I got older brothers and they used to overly police me, but I wasn't even into that shit. Like, I was just like, I was really being a kid. I wasn't being fast. I didn't like nothing. I knew I didn't like girls. Didn't care for boys though. But I just didn't like nothing. I was just chilling, just being a kid, climbing trees, making go-karts. Like,
that sound like me.
Like I was just trying to be a kid, but a lot of things would be trying to sexualize me, like grown men telling you, oh, I can't wait till you turn 18 type shit. Like, what? I ain't even understand that shit. I just awkwardly laugh it off. Like, but hella shit. Or you grow up on the block and then like these men watch you grow up and then try to talk to you. And it'd be like, you watched me go through puberty. Like, you watched me go through puberty. I couldn't imagine myself watching. I see a lot of boys grow up, a lot of young boys that I grew up on the block. They grew up to be very handsome men. Mm-hmm. They're nice, handsome young men. I wouldn't feel right talking to them. They're still little babies. That'd be petty. That'd be petty. And then when you really know the power of your pussy, you know, like, even though you could do it, you don't. Some things, a lot of things you the
power of the pussy.
I ain't trying to have
my pussy done made a nigga clean my bathroom.
I'm not trying to have my pop-up getting shut up, okay? Niggas come shoot up my fashion show. I'm not.
FYI, y'all, this is another live from the crib episode. So if you just hear a lot of shit, just know that we just keeping it real. Okay, Passion. So I want to ask you, because kind of going on the conversation that we was talking about. You said something earlier before we started recording. You was like, you know, playing smart to be dumb. I mean, playing dumb
to be smart.
To be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that shit is, like, super fucking real, what you said, especially with the stories you tell.
And OGs don't be they be trying to turn you down and shit, and not really putting you on real game. Like, how to use your sex appeal or whatever to your advantage. Like, it be a lot of old women, I be peeping, they be on some hater shit with me. For what? You mad because I'm fine? Sorry. You mad because your man looking at me? You should be inspired. What the fuck is you hating for? You should try to talk to me. You might learn something.
You should be inspired. That's another.
You might learn something. Because I love seeing older women who just like inspiring to me, and I be thinking I could look up to them, and I be wanting them to like thinking they gonna be on some OG shit with me, and bitches be mad hating, and I be like, what the fuck? Like, sis, like, hello, why are you hating on me? They be letting men get in their head. They be so intimidated that you gonna take your nigga, and it's like, hey, like, how about like, we can both fuck your nigga, like, you know, we can all fuck together. You feel me? Like,
you gotta put the.
It's
at the end of the day,
you don't have to. You don't have to. It's just like you don't have to.
At the end of the day, it ultimately like just comes down. I believe.
Like, it's just like
insecurity.
Shit, it's just like if my dude, like, it's like, damn, I think she fine too. Like, you know, like, you mad at me because low-key you a fan. Like, that's
low-key
all.
you a fan.
Just admit you a fan, sis. It's okay. You trying to figure out what it is to me. Why don't you be friends with me and you could really learn what it is to me? Like, you know, why don't you try to get some of this magic shit? You know, I ain't gonna put you on. Like, I'm not gonna. If you trust your relationship and trust your man and trust your nigga and trust your situation, that's why I'm like, shit, I could do a threesome with one of y'all with my nigga and feel no way about it. Right. Because my man make me so secure. Like, he damn near only would be with it. Now, if your man too with it and they don't be checking about you, that's when it's a problem. But my man be like asking me he would ask me if I'm like, you know, how I feel about her. It got to be up to me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women get put into these like, you know, like threesome type situations, these like situations that they not fully comfortable with, but they feel like they have to be comfortable with for the sake of their man.
The relationship.
Don't
like,
don't do that.
Right. Don't do it. if that ain't you, that ain't you. Don't try to be something that ain't you just because it seems like that's cool to do or something. You know, like
I also just think it's like
I used to be like that too, but that's kind of immature too. But the more I grow into a certain type of woman, I'm like, you know, shit. Now I'm kind of like shit. But I'm doing it for myself now. You know what I'm saying? I would actually be into it myself. Like, you know, at first I ain't gonna lie. I used to grow up with this, like, I don't know why, but like, it seems like when you're growing up a hood rat, like, you get this, like, the type of love style we get taught is like the ride or die shit, the struggle love, ride or die. Like, motherfuckers think that shit okay and normal. Ugh. But they won't. You got motherfuckers out here wanting fairy tale shit from like hood niggas who ain't never even
hood broke niggas.
Who ain't never even, they don't know shit. Like, they don't even know that type of love. They haven't even had that love style.
Niggas that know romance.
Yeah.
It's rare though.
Really?
There are.
No, I love balance though.
I've never been around it,
okay,
but I've seen the shit.
I bet they already took it.
They're taken.
They're taken.
But they're taken by women that fucking.
But my thing is like, what is like their interpretation of romance? Because like real talk, I done had a real hood nigga, like selling dope out his car, like while I'm on the date with him, right? You feel me?
Yeah.
Real hood niggas.
Fuck me right
Take me to like a restaurant that he's seen on Chicago's Best.
No, baby.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Being like, it was a very good ass school, but
nigga for my homegirl, she don't deserve his ass either. But I can't stop. I'm loyal. I'm loyal as fuck because if I was a shifty ass bitch, baby, I would show you what to do with that nigga. I'm talking, babe. I'm talking, all he know how to do is sell trap. He never punched the fucking clock. His clock is the fucking street, like dead ass.
That shit only be halfway cute though. Like, it be cute at first until you realize like you can't take that man off the block.
Nah,
I need a nigga I can take off the block. I like a Tupac type of nigga, like a nigga with balance. Yeah. I need a balance. I like a nigga with balance. Like I like, just like I'm an alternative hood rat. I like alternative hood niggas.
I feel you, but is it like your responsibility?
He giving roses. He got roses on the fucking and going to the fucking thing. He calling me, hey. So what's her favorite color? Can you put her rings?
Whole time I'm about to speak on something. Whole time. I never, honestly, growing up, I've never really been into hood niggas because, I mean, I don't watch too many BET movies to, like, you know. Some shit is just like, that ain't, and I always thought, like, can you take these niggas off the block?
But is it our responsibility to take them off the block?
That's what I'm saying. They should already be taking it.
I know where they
If they not taking,
oh, this your home?
You gonna put
heels 3 times?
You gonna put them on to some shit that they gonna go teach the next bitch. You gonna put them on to other shit that they gonna go teach the next bitch. If they ain't taking themselves off the block, if they not taking I be putting so many hood niggas onto this art shit. Niggas be photographers and shit now, like all of a sudden.
My thing is like, finesse is always my brand. So it's like whenever a nigga always hears that, he always interprets it as like lying or stealing.
Mothers be really thinking you want some like full blown negative finesse.
But I'm like, a black woman is the most natural finesse fucking possible. Yeah. So it's like everything that I'm doing is just using myself with a mysterious tone to get everything that I need sustained.
A true Scorpio.
Sustaining. You feel me? And that's not me lying because I'm being
but
very
I want to know
what's
up. I mean, you gotta have a nigga who know, you know, they got street smarts. You know, they ain't playing too safe. But I ain't gonna cap lanes with that. But when you almost get played by,
wait, what? Well, you said what?
I'm about to speak some real quote unquote lames. Niggas who ain't too cool. Niggas who ain't got too many likes on their pictures. And niggas who you can, you know, they fine, but they don't even know they fine or something. Like, you know, like, I ain't gonna cap. That's my type. Yeah. Like, you know, they a little hood, they got a little something,
you
but
said
I'm like,
lames is where it's at?
Hell yeah. Until one of them motherfuckers try to get too besides they self, man, getting played by lame niggas be the worst. Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
Getting played by lame niggas is the worst.
Nigga.
But them niggas will still try to play you, and that's when you be like, wow, really, dog? Like, I wasn't just only fuck with you for your gear? Like, really? You gonna try to... I humbled myself for you.
Passion.
Like,
you
what?
Fucking stop.
Your homeboys is trying to fuck me.
Passion.
I was being faithful. The fuck?
I don't even know why she is bogus, because she know exactly who the fuck she describing. Like,
I don't know. It could be a lot of people.
It's a lot of fucking people. But
like, we not even going. I could go into some shit, but I ain't go into some shit because Shit, it don't matter now. I love my nigga I got now. Shout out to my nigga I got right now. Shout out to Tracy.
But I applaud you for not being
No,
a bitch
y'all,
that switch up and get in a
I'm getting
relationship.
I'm getting the type of dick that make you want to get a nigga name tatted, that make you want to put Miss something on the back of your jacket, that make you want to do all that cliche hood rat love shit.
Like,
I want to go to Magic Photo. I ain't never felt nobody that made me want to go to Magic
want to
Photo.
go back to Magic Photo, but they don't have none.
Like, I'm feeling all that. I want to get those matching couple t-shirts. I want to do all that coordination.
First of all,
I'm convinced it's me and my husband.
Forest City.
No, it's not.
No, but me and my son going to get Magic Photo pictures.
Magic Photos is out west.
Me and my for real?
Oh,
I just said that.
Oh, me and my son going to get Magic Photo pictures. I just feel like that's super cute for me and my son.
Hello, fucking.
But no, like he make me like I really think I found my husband, y'all. Like he make me just want to do all the cliche shit, like all that shit that sounds stupid
Carve
and
your name in the tree.
fake. Yeah, like but I feel safe. I feel safe, and I want to go into this topic of like, you know, sometimes like black women we so used to being so hard, but this man, he a little older than me. No, none of that creep shit though. He's 10 years older than me. He 37. I'm 27.
That's not
bad.
That's all I'm saying.
Once you hit
27,
I
you
feel
ain't
like
got no
once you
choice
hit
but to date
25 or
Right.
whatever, like literally however
But
you carry yourself.
what I want to say is like,
no, 25, I'm still not looking at a 37-year-old man.
I wasn't looking at him.
No, I think I was gonna say
It
I
happened.
feel like once you hit 25, that's like a society appropriate age. It's like
Yeah, you can kind of do anything at that
you
point.
damn near 30.
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
we rounded up.
They let you do
Like,
anything once
So
you
if you
hit
damn near
25.
30, he's 7 years older than you. And plus, men are dumb. So like, he's
Damn
literally
near.
like
At his actual age, probably.
Right,
Like,
so
you
it's
know.
like.
So no, if they say men move slow, dating an older man would kind of make sense.
I love me some older
No,
men.
once he told me,
Like, oh my
y'all, he
God.
told me he was
you
like,
got money,
he
a
say
career.
all you need is good dick and
Baby,
discipline.
with no baby.
All you need is good dick and discipline. You told me that. What's up?
Good
Basically,
dick and
he
discipline.
told me that.
That's the name of my next mixtape.
Good dick and discipline. He told me that, and it made I put myself in
The
check.
nigga told me that. Oh, you need some good dick.
And it was crazy because you ever had a motherfucker who you really thought wasn't that type of person?
Look at you calling
No.
the shot.
You ever had somebody who you wasn't that type of person and they turn up on you in a certain way? You be like,
Yes, I'm like,
whoa.
wait.
And
hold on,
see to
sit.
the outside, everybody, and then that's why I be saying lame is where it's at, because everybody think they're lame, but you know they not really, you know how the fuck they coming. They be like, why you so sprung over this? I'm like, trust me, it's a reason.
I mean,
You don't even know what the fuck going on.
I guess I'm finna sound bogus, but I seen his picture though. He didn't look like a lame.
I mean, I ain't saying he a lame. He's not a lame, but he's not like a super hood nigga. Like, he's like,
we don't need that.
he's a good guy. Like, he's really a good guy. Like, the type of dude that, like, you know, black girls want to talk to them because they don't seem like, but he really loved all my hood rat shit. Like, he liked every hood rat thing about me. Like, I took him to Rainbow with me, and then took him to
Wait, it's Rainbow in LA?
Yeah. And I think Inglewood, and I was showing him like just I just needed an outfit for one of my job interviews, so I was showing him just like, I'm like, shit, bitches wearing just Fashion Nova acting like they're the same thing, fuck it, like I'm gonna go back to my hood rat roots and just start rocking Rainbow shit, period. But never forget where we came from, same shit as Fashion Nova. So we in there, he seen how much the clothes cost, and then like I took him to the beauty supply store for the first time.
What?
Take your man to the beauty supply store, lady. It's life changing.
What? Wait a minute.
You don't go to beauty supply store date?
No, hold on. Don't disrespect me, okay?
No, I'm asking.
No, I was just fucking with you. But no, hell yeah. But my question was here to her, like, if he ain't never been to the beauty supply store, what type of bitches is like?
That's what I'm
in
saying.
LA?
I feel
Like that's
But he
all
not
I
from,
wanna-
he not,
and
no,
that's
he
no
said the
shade.
bitches is lame. No, he said all the bitches is lame. Ooh, I almost threw shade at somebody. Woo, woo, woo. She would have seen this later. I was like, that's before we was cool.
I mean,
But,
I wasn't trying to go.
No, I
LA
mean,
shorties. Cause I know some LA shorties that move.
no,
to
not
Chicago
even,
that's raw as
no,
hell.
he's not from LA. He's from Louisiana. So
No,
it's
that
like,
plays a big
when I
part,
seen the
too.
tattoos that he
But
got.
no, Louisiana bitches.
No,
looking
when
for
I
these
seen his
bitches.
tattoos and he got like Dirty South, I was like, that's how I knew something was, it was like, it's something else to this man.
With the bangs to the side.
Hold on. And then we had sex. I'm convinced you're a porn star, sir. It was like, that's why I'm like, I know the real him. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like sometimes like Motherfuckers just be fucking with lame ass bitches because they do cliche dating and like, you know, like he's always wanted to talk to like a girl like me, like, but of course, like most girls like me probably wouldn't talk to him, like, because he's not a certain, I mean, he ghetto, he hood, he urban, like, but he's just not, I don't know explain, like, he went to art school, like, he's just a normal guy.
He's like a street lane. Or like how like the hood or the street might identify.
I mean,
like somebody. I mean, cause
like he's a graphic designer. Like he's.
I know. I think that shit is not a lame. Of course that, but people.
It's like to society, like they
to society.
You know, he's not like a super
hood society.
Yeah, he's to hood society. He's not like a super flashy ass nigga, but it's like don't treat like.
Understand.
But the thing is, he not flashy, but he wear designer. You feel me? Like he actually really wearing the real shit. Like he just don't have to look like a drug dealer, but we. Actually are drug dealers. Sorry, I live in LA. It's okay.
I feel bad.
But it's just like, and then me knowing that, I'd just be like, you wouldn't even know, like, or some shit like that. But it's just like, you know, it's little sides that like he balanced me out, and like, cause he do things just in a more like grown way, and a more like mature way and shit, and like just in a more like not so super carefree artsy way. So he balanced me out in ways and stuff, like, and I give him like all the fun and all the youngness and youth and all the other shit. He just like, so he just like be fascinated by me, and I just like, he teach me how to like, and what he made me realize how hard, like all my life I had to be so hard, because I'm actually honestly very sensitive, but I grew up with all my brothers, and I had to learn how to talk shit, you know. You gotta learn how to talk shit, and you gotta learn how to like stick up for yourself. But I don't be wanting to be like that. I just know how to be like that now. But it's like he teaches me how to be soft, and he teaches me like it's okay to be soft. Like the man kissed my hand, and I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? And he was like, you ain't never had your hand kissed before? And I'm just like, niggas in Chicago don't be doing that. And then I was showing him that video of that dude like shooting at his, like he pulled up the fucking Uzi on live, like shooting at that. He was just like, what? He couldn't even. He was just like, wow, that's how, like, you know. And then the fact that he's a little older, he comes from an era where men actually still cared about what women wanted. So he was telling me that, like, man, them young niggas must not have been. I was just like, shit, clearly. I was just like, I would never fuck with nigga my age again. Period. But he be teaching me how to be soft. He be teaching me it's okay to be soft. Like, and I didn't realize how much I didn't know how to be soft. Like, I'd be like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? Be soft. Stop, dude. Like, it'd be like weird. Like, but it's like, damn, like letting yourself. And I came to a point where I realized, like, damn, you never really realize how fucked up you is until you trying to like really like. And you will start rejecting it. Like, I swear every day I would feel like running away from him.
I think that.
But he's so patient with me, and he talked to me, and that's all I ever wanted was somebody to be patient with me. No cap. Like, if we about to argue, like, I'll be about to bug up on my Chicago bitch shit, and he is still, like, just be like, no. Like, let's talk about this right now. Let's handle this. Because I was just like, bad, like, I'll leave you. It'll hurt, but I'll leave you. Fuck is you talking about? He just be like, no, like, and don't say that to me. I actually care about you. I'm not like these other niggas. And I just be like, wow. Man, my standards have been just, like, so, like, I connect, like, I'm so spoiled by my man. Like, he makes sure I know I'm loved every day. Yeah. Like, so I done got put in situations where some of my old hoes done tried me. They done tried to think it was that, oh, just because you gonna cheat on your bitch. No, I'm not. No, I love my man, and I feel so blessed that I would not do nothing to, like, mess that up. I just be like, nope, because I swear, nope. I'd be stupid. Like, I'd be stupid. Like, I'd be stupid. Like, I'll be stupid. Like, I ain't felt this way. Like, once he told me, he was like, man, I wish you had my baby first. I was just like, marry me, please. Like, I swear to God, I ain't gonna cap. I would never do it, but, man, this man make me want to propose to him. Like, for real. Like,
would you?
Hell no.
Sweet. Why didn't say she was gonna propose to me at some point? That shit wild as hell.
I could never. But I'll be letting him know, like, I'm your wife already. You're my husband. I just already just moved like that. I just already claim it. I'm just like, I already know I want to be your wife, so I'm just gonna act accordingly. Like, I'm not about to wait on. I'm not gonna wait on no. I don't even know if I want to be legally married. So it's just like, but I'm telling you, this pussy is married to you. Period. Like, I told him, like, I was like, on God, you deserve this pussy.
That's real.
That's like a bitch saying dead ass. I swear to God. That's like a bitch saying dead ass. Like,
your legal great. That's all.
You gonna get this right here. She said, oh,
I'm like, look, I'm
God.
telling you right now, I'm not doing it. I don't need, this is everything. I swear to God, but I ain't gonna cap. I prayed for this man. When I prayed, I asked for a partner, and I just prayed for just things I wanted in a partner. And like the fact that he really is everything I was praying for is kind of scary. Like it just be kind of unbelievable. I don't be knowing how to believe it. Every day I just think it's a catch. But it still ain't no catch, and I'm just like, well, I be damn near looking for shit to sabotage my shit. I don't know what the fuck. That's so terrible. But don't nobody talk about. Don't nobody talk about this shit. This shit needs to be talking about, like really, like how much, like moving on. Like it's not as easy, and like a lot of people be projecting shit. But like, luckily, me and him so transparent. He's so patient with me that like I told and I kept it a buck with him about like all my past, like my whole shit, all that shit, like 99.9%. But you know, so he understands when I'm acting certain ways. He don't take it personal because he know what I've been through. Like, you know, one time I was just like, he said something. I was like, why would I do that? Like, you still a nigga. Like, and I was just like, wait, my bad. I didn't mean to just put you in a category with all these other niggas because you're not. Like, but I was just like, damn, I was so accustomed to being on that like niggas ain't shit wave. Like.
Period.
You know, you gotta understand, I wish a lot of women would just take more accountability for their actions and for their choice of niggas. Because if you, it can't be a coincidence that you're encountering all these niggas that ain't shit. So ultimately, I just feel like, sis, hello. You might want to get your chakras aligned. You might want to check your pH balance. Doing new ones.
Oh my God.
You know, but everybody be so caught up in like, especially they let social media shit make them think that they ain't got nothing wrong with them because they got all these people that's enabling them and telling them that they right and being triggered and shit with them. And it's like, so a lot of people thinking ain't nothing wrong with them just because they go to all these like fake deep like seminars and shit like that. But like, you know, like. Don't nobody be trying. It's like everybody gets so caught up in being a healer that they don't even see that they still hurting. Like, you know, and I be honest with both sides. Like, that's why I don't claim that role of being a healer or anything or something. Because I'm like, like, you know, just the other day, like my niece like hit me up like on Facebook, like sent me a message, like she said, I want to be just like you when I grow up. What the fuck? The fuck? Why? Like I'm just like, huh? Like. Pressure, but you know that make me move better, make me move different, because I know it's a little girl out here that legit wants to be exactly like me when they grow up. So I have to figure this shit out because it's not just about me. Like everything I do is not just about me. I have kids that look up to me. I feel like Black Americans are on a different level than anybody. There's no other humans like us.
The beautiful thing about it all, though, is like
being
trip white
seriously
people like a motherfucker.
No, I don't ain't worried about no fucking white people. People be caring. Black people care too much about fucking white people.
I do that shit.
You
fuck them.
They ain't caring about you. They just living their life doing some shit, some fucking adventurous shit.
You can have them thinking they gonna lose their job.
You can't guilt trip somebody that don't care.
Right, they don't care. You
they
can't
don't care till you got them.
I personally feel like Black people to put too much fucking energy into like trying to prove something to the white man. Like fuck them people. Like I say, fuck them people. What the fuck is you trying to prove something to some people who can never legit? They can't understand you. Like who is you trying? I feel like Black people need to worry about Black people. Like. It's so much other battles we got going on with, like, you know, you got the super hotel wokey people versus the hood people. And me being in the middle of both, I'd be like, wow, you know, I'm like a conscious hood rat, you know, like, you know.
You got that middle
woke
ground.
Rat. Huh?
You got middle ground.
But the thing is, I'm woke rat.
I'm a woke rat.
That's like basically like when them woke hoes and posting them pictures and be like, super just like, it's like, you a woke thought. Like, I like to call them woke thoughts. Like, but, because they try to justify with some super deep caption. It's like, sis, just say we ain't even need all that. It was okay. Just say you was feeling yourself. Like, it's cool. Like, some shit don't be having no deep meaning as much as people be. It be like, just say you wanted some attention and go. Like, just post your nude. Just admit you was feeling. I'd rather have.
I'm proud of my body, and my body is what it is.
I'd rather you just post like Iman. Like I like when you post your thirst traps because you be keeping it a buck. Like this is intentionally a thirst trap. Yes. This is.
You ain't see mine, right?
Like
this is supposed to leave yours, keep the.
And what I like to do, I believe in this thing called thirst trap marketing. Yeah. You know, and that's when you have power of like, cause One time I got to a point of like getting so frustrated with men, like working with them, just like I got to a point of like trying to figure out like, am I always gonna be objectified? And if so, how to take the power of objectification into my hands.
As you should.
So once you learn that, can't nobody tell you shit. And people got to understand that some women, they're not as dumb as you think. They're not as oblivious as to what it's a thirst trap marketing. It's really a whole, them bitches is not stupid. That's why, like, I feel like stripping is art. Like, I feel like strippers are artists, superheroes. Like, that shit's art form. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I respect that shit.
That shit is
just like the mental, not even
let's start there.
Not even just the athleticism, but the mental shit you have to. Man, that shit ain't.
Of course.
The mental shit you have to do that shit. You're willingly like doing something that's so shunned upon in society. Like you're willing to quote unquote degrade yourself for the sake of getting your bag. Bitch, do your shit. Like period. Like I respect that. I don't care. Like.
Is it degrading if it's art?
But I'm saying society calls it degrading. The fact that you're willing to give a big fuck you to society.
You got niggas out there, like,
and guess what? I'm telling you, in this
shit.
real game right here, everything that they may try to make you feel bad about to the public eye is the shit that run everything. The shit that really where the real money at. I'm telling you, drugs, lust, all that, the fucking taboo shit that they tell you.
Saying drugs run California and shit.
It's not California, no. Drugs run everything.
Yeah.
Not even just drugs, but like shit that's like frowned upon. That's the shit that actually keeps everything. All this terrible shit. It's no coincidence that this shit going on. You know, shit like pedophilia, like all that shit. Like it's markets for all this shit. It's really dark markets. Like people are sick. Like, but it's a lot of sick people, and the internet lets them find other sick people. So it's just like more. You know how it's like damn that group for everything. You think it ain't a group for that weird shit, dude? In the deep internet. Like, you know?
In the UN. That's what the main reason why motherfuckers in the UN and shit, like, just so they can travel to different countries and
like,
fuck kids, like, well, it's legal.
That shit is like, people be acting like that shit more common than you would want to know. Like, unfortunately, like, that's just unfortunate facts. Because if something was like that was so bad to everybody equally, like how we seem like how it seem like it is, why is it still going on? That shit been going on since what? Forever? Why is pedophilia like a thing? Like, why? If it was really as bad as people, that shit should never be happening. Period. The law should be so strict on that. Like that shit is not. Like why is it still able to happen? It's like a deeper market. Like it's just a deeper level to everything. A sick, deep, and that's when I started getting depressed. Like just like when I was getting too woke. Yeah. Like it was like I ain't even want to be this woke. Like I started missing being ignorant. Like. I started missing the term ignorance is bliss is so real. Shit. Like I'm so woke to the point I can't care too much about shit. Mm-hmm. I'm so woke to know that all this shit don't really mean shit. Like that I'm at that level of wokeness where I know ultimately like we're just like little ants like spinning in the fucking like, you know, we just on the planet spinning in like all this shit is made up. Deadass. Like energy don't lie though. Energy speaks over anything. Like, I don't trust man-made words. I don't fully trust like man-made anything because energy is the only thing that really kind of like can't be.
Energy cannot be deleted, only restored or borrowed.
Yeah, and you can do energy without even saying nothing. Human words is all like you got certain words that trigger certain energies. That's why you have certain things. That's why it's good to do positive affirmations, even though it sounds stupid.
It's not stupid.
Those words they hold like that's why like even down on yourself, even if you playing.
Don't play.
You you manifesting that, so it's just always good to just put like good shit or like even if you do have it. But the thing is, you can't. I feel like people get toxic positivity too. That's the thing too. Like, I believe I'm fully about this thing called balance.
Yes.
Too much of anything is bad for you.
Yes.
Too much good stuff, too much bad stuff. You have to have a balance of life with everything. So when you learn to accept the dark side and your dark feelings, and you learn to know that it's okay to have those feelings. You just can't sit in that shit. You know? Like, sometimes you feel bad about feeling bad, but if you stop looking at things as bad things and look at things as, like, challenges or, like, you know, another little experiment, another little, like, you just start playing the game of life. Like, you really start know the game you playing, and you know, you pick up your controller. Like, I got to a point in my life where it's, like, I learned a lot of shit about the industry, and it made me not want to be in it. But then I realized this is what I do. This is what I know. I'm not going to do a 9 to 5. I know I'm not trying to, I know for sure that's like, so it's just like, I either was gonna let the game play me or I was gonna pick up my controller.
You gonna let this nigga bitch you out your passion, like?
I had to have that. That's why I made sure I got my hair right before I went to LA. That's why I stayed for a long time until I felt like I had to. Like I got to the point where I got too uncomfortable. I was like, I just gotta go because at first I was scared. Fear would really be real, like self-doubt. But I was like, but before I left, I was just like, man, I manifested myself. I told myself, I'm not coming back no broke bitch. And when I say come back a broke bitch, I'm talking like not just financially. I'm talking mentally. Yeah. Period. Like I'm rich. You rich. We all rich. Believe that you're rich mentally. Because a lot of people broke, and they not just, when I call people broke, I don't be just talking about financially. Yes. And when I say don't be around broke people, I can't be around broke people. I'm not talking about shit like money. Yes. I'm talking about broke in the mind. Because what can they tell you? What liability? You a liability to yourself. You can't even keep it real with yourself. How you gonna keep it real with me? And my life ain't started getting it better, honestly, till I had to. I'm telling you, if y'all really want to wonder, like y'all feel like y'all at a point where y'all trying to take that leap. You gotta treat yourself. You gotta have that real moment with yourself and hurt your feelings. Shit. Like, you gotta really, like, don't point the finger at nobody else and point it at yourself. And you gotta have that moment with yourself. And then that's when your old self, you gotta, I believe in, like, deaths and new lives. Your own, yeah. You have to kill your old self. Not, like, you know, but, like, I believe in this thing of, like, killing your old selves. Like, it's time to, sometimes you'll get uncomfortable and shit'll be weird because it's time for you to grow into a new self. And like even this new self that I'm growing into, honestly, like you go through, a lot of artists, you go through this thing called imposter syndrome. You don't know how to, like, that's why, you know, y'all be telling me all these great things about me. I just be like, you know, like, what? I don't believe it, or sometimes I just be like, you know, but y'all be steady. But the fact that people steady pour love into me and steady tell me, it be people don't let me sleep on myself. So I was just like, damn. Maybe I am somebody, like, you know, maybe I do got power, like, you know, and then a lot of time you would think you love yourself, but you don't. Like, you really, a lot of people preaching out self-love shit, and, you know, everybody want to act like they love themselves. It's okay.
You don't love yourself if you're selling yourself short.
No, you really love yourself.
Don't sell yourself to fall in love.
Yeah, I always remember who I was. That's why I'm glad I come from both sides. Like, I love being an underdog. At first, I used to hate that shit. Hated being low-key. Hated that people sleeping on me. Now I love that shit. Because people out there in L.A., they play them number games. They want to see clout. I just switched my Instagram pages. I gave all my clout to my clothing brand page because I just need a new energy. Like, I'm not being a photographer no more. I don't all those followers and this, and that. That's not what I'm trying to be right now. I'm trying to do a whole new switch, you know what I'm saying? So overnight I just switched my pages. Like, but I remember that. Yeah, you just gotta, like, you gotta kill yourself. Like, not in like a, please y'all, I love you, you matter, you have worth. If you're suicidal right now, just know I love you. I don't actually mean kill yourself, like physically, mentally you have to kill yourself. Like mental suicide. Like, you have to do it, or you're just gonna, like, and you have to be committed. Yes, honey bun.
That's not an ego
death.
You have to.
Hold on. This is just
it's ego death, basically. It's ego death, basically.
That's why I be recommending LSD to niggas.
Is the black.
That's exactly what the fuck you go through with that shit.
And I just want to thank you for being a real hoodwife of Chicago, because we getting into some real.
Is you gonna microwave that honey bun? That's the real question. That's how we gonna test this. That's how we gonna test this. Are you gonna microwave?
No, because my thing is, like, the reason why I wouldn't even heat this bitch up right now is because I can't put it in the oven with no cinnamon or no extra honey.
Oh, so you really go crazy.
Wrap it in the tin foil.
You should sell that. It was some whipped cream.
I am the black honey bun. Like, I am, like, that is, that's my spice name. Honey bun spice. That's my shit. But thank you, Patch 13 and Passion 13. Wait, Patch 13 and JAPANTAN girls.
Shout out to all the people who tried to play me. Shout out to all the people who doubted me. Shout out to all the bitches who don't like me but won't fight me, like I always say. Shout out to all the niggas that's bitch made and be mad. You like, shout out to shit. Just shout out to the old you. Shout out to the old me. You know, y'all, I really started off from being just a hood rat ass bitch dancing at the parties. You know, my first party I went to was Broken Bougie, a Joe Fresh Goods party. And afterwards, he came up to me and was just like, yo, you good to come to any one of my parties. And that's how I started off. Just, if y'all ever hear the Caution Tape Girls, that was me. If y'all ever hear the stories about the Caution Tape Girls dancing and That was me. It was me and my friends. I used to make us caution tape outfits, and we used to be bitches from the hood going up north because all them bitches up there was boring as hell, lame as hell. Period. They be cute though, but they be hella lame. And that's when I started fucking with up north niggas, but we about to go to a whole nother chapter. But, I almost got, you know what? I ain't gonna start talking. I ain't gonna start talking about the old hoes. Shout out to my old hoes. Catch me at your nearest pop-up. Being that bitch.
What's your social media?
Shout out. My social media is, me personally, mine is Flamin' Hots with Cheese. Flamin', like, no G, but Hots with Cheese, spelled out the same way. Because I'm a true Chicago bitch. I'm keeping that my name.
But no G.
And that's going to be my rap name. I'm coming out with a real fake mixtape. On accident, but
I like that. A real fake mixtape on accident. That is the.
I don't want nobody to take it that serious.
Damn near might take that shit though.
No, everybody keep trying to. No, everybody. The thing is, I be playing, getting high, rapping and shit, and then next thing I know, I had a producer and like that was playing, and my boyfriend do music, so he just always just be encouraging me to just like. And he play his guitar, and when I took it to that beauty supply store. Into the Rainbow Day that time, and I was telling him I took me shopping. At the end of the day, he made a song about me, and that's gonna be his first single, and it's called Your Makeup. And he made a song about watching me get ready to go out on our date night.
That's a level 85.
You are so in love, G.
He brought me a rose for my first day of my period. Our first time having that experience together. Like,
oh my God.
That's why I'm like, I want to propose to this man. Oh my God. I just be like, shout out to all the bitches who tweaked on him because, like, wow, shout out to his cousin.
That nigga real, man.
Don't glorify this nigga.
For us meeting.
Don't glorify that nigga, man. He amazing.
Hell
He an amazing ass nigga.
I love my man.
I believe you. I guess like. I don't know.
I'm really
love
happy.
that nigga too. Shit.
Thank you.
Wrote you a fucking
No, he
song,
keeping me happy, y'all. He wrote me a song, and then his video. But our love story is really some pretty women. Shit.
I done had women write me poems, but them shits was hateful.
He says that he want the cover of the song. It's gonna be like the pretty women cover, and it's gonna be me and him. Like, and he just want me to dress the way I dress. Like he like
poems written about me by women. They was both hateful.
He like everything. He wanted me to get this saying that I say a lot trademarked. I don't even want to say it now because what if somebody steal it?
Wait. I want to know what it is.
I
want to know what it is.
It's tough. Because I would just be like, tough. Like, and all my friends around me start saying it. So he even talk like me. That's how you know a nigga. I ain't never had a nigga that started talking like me. He talked like me. Yeah. He was talking on the phone one day to somebody and was like, I'm going to keep it a buck. And I was like,
but he a southern nigga. I'm going to keep it a buck.
But I be hearing.
He'll say like some blind.
No, that's some shit I know.
My ex is from like the suburbs. He's from Robin, still the hood, but he's still out that way. Gee, when I tell y'all, he started talking like me, and I looked at him like,
"Wow."
I used to be like,
no, when they driving, I love like I'm a professional passenger. I love driving around in the passenger seat.
Oh my God! I mean, I just suck at relationships because whenever a nigga starts talking like me, I be like. Bitch, get your own language. Like, don't be copying me.
You gotta overcome that.
Fucking with that.
Cause you know what?
Nigga.
But no, what
tired of Kardashians.
What you gotta realize is he shows me that like me having a man that actually listens to me, like he actually listens to shit I say, so it makes me know to be a better woman. Cause I got a man that's actually trusting my insight, trusting my words, trusting my whatever fuck I'm saying. So it's like, cause I'll be saying shit playing and he'll really follow through on it. I'm like. Oh, you really listen to me, like, and it's like, damn, you really like, what the fuck? So, and I just take it as like a sign of like respect, but I'm just like, damn, you just gotta know if you that bitch, it comes with the territory. Some shit like I see bitches out here every day. I'm scrolling through social media, seeing a bitch like everything I do, bet she want to do it too now. Word to Rico Nasty, but like you know, like, but I just take it as a flattering thing, you know, because. Maybe I am inspiring. You know, some bitches be trying to be like, when you know that everything is like nothing is really original, you can't really like get mad at certain shit because you really ain't the first one. Like, it be people who be trying to bring hate, make me hate on other bitches. They be like, yeah, I seen so-and-so. I said you used to do the 3 dots first and that so-and-so wear the 3 dots. And I was like, okay, that's cool. She inspired. Great. Like, they wanted me to be on some hater shit, and I was like, no, that's lit. Like, but a lot of stuff I just don't do now. I just gave it away. Like, you just kind of like, I don't like looking like everybody else. So the more people started looking like me and the more people started putting me in certain boxes, I had to kind of just like go up. Had to go up. Like when everybody was wearing Jordans, that made me not want to do it. Like if everybody going left, I'm going to go right. But actually, no, I'm going to go in the middle because I'm going to feel like somebody going to go to the right. I'm already 2 steps on some Scorpio shit, probably be like, I'm going to go to the middle. And then if I'm really paranoid, I'm just going to go up.
Period.
Because I'll be like, I gotta really go ahead of the ahead, like two double, triple steps ahead of this. Is like just some shit. When you done got like went through certain things, like I done been through a lot of stuff. I ain't really want to talk too much about like fucked up shit. But I went through a lot. Like I done had one of my day one homies like rob me, like some shit that just really. I done got my heart broken in different type of ways so much that it just make me just want to always be happy. Like, because I know how it feels to be at the lowest of the lows. I've slept outside before, like, for this shit, like, just for my career, for just believing in myself. Like, I've been sacrificing my motherhood for this shit. Like, all that shit not easy. Like, I don't know how I make it look easy. But actually, at the same time, I let people know it's not easy, too. Like, I be keeping it a buck. Like, I keep it pretty honest. Like, and then, like, the more I get up there, a lot of people try to tell me to not be so vulnerable and not be in my feelings. But I'm like, that's what made people like me. Because I was relatable. So why would I start being unrelatable now?
Right.
It's just like, that's what people like. It's too many people trying to play it like everything okay. Like, it's not. First of all, we black. Everything is never going to be okay? So for my ancestors, I just try to I feel like my ancestors, I do not want to let my ancestors die in vain. So I feel like in the old to them, I just try to live my best black life. Like, because that'd be like, damn, you just gonna let all them go to slavery for you to just be out here miserable and not doing your shit? No. Like, shout out to Rosa, all them. Like, I'm a Rosa Parks ass bitch. I'm a Solange in the elevator ass bitch. Like, that's just me. I'm willing to go and get some shit for the sake of, like, that's how I feel. Shit. I feel that. And it's sometimes it get to a point, like, I don't know if it's Scorpio shit or what, but it's just like, you either with me or against me. You better choose your side, or everybody getting smoked. Like, you just sorry. Like, sorry, but
well, I thank you so much, Passion 13.
I just want to apologize to all the bitches I beat up in the past few years.
Well, I heard about your ass going
serious.
Super Saiyan and shit. Like your wig came off. Your shit
I was at a dark time. I was out here like
really
talking about your makeup was like
sorry,
still
Jonay,
fire,
for throwing that glass of wine on you. But bitch, you was talking shit on Facebook and thought I wasn't gonna speak when I saw you. But the other girl too, like, I mean, you shouldn't have brought my son into the argument. Like, you slid in my DMs. You should have just understood your role as a break ass bitch and acted accordingly. Like, but I'm a better woman now, so I just want to apologize. If y'all want some free shirts, let me know. But I didn't mean to beat y'all up like that. I didn't mean to like. I just don't want y'all having beef with me. Like, I'm trying to just be on good terms. I'm happy. I don't need nobody coming to my pop-up holding on to grudges from years ago. Like, I'm just really trying to...
I wonder if the Breakfast Club will edit this shit out.
I'm serious. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm a better... Like, I'm for real. I just don't be mad at me. Like, if y'all got... I ain't saying we gonna be cool. It's just like... y'all ain't gotta be, y'all probably still want around too, and I just don't be feeling like having to walk around knowing that there's bitches out here who just mad. And I mean, that's like, y'all got a reason to be mad. Like, I really did. My bad. Like, my bad. I shouldn't have spit on your face. Like, but like, you really had me fucked up, sis. Like, I tried. Like,
okay, so we're gonna pull the microphone away.
Please.
And we would thank you for all tuning in for another episode of the Real
I love
Hoodwives
you, Xavier.
With Pat.
I love you, Jason. I love my man. I love my son. So you gotta have a balance. That is the pure example of balance.
You crazy as hell. Thank you, Japantan girls. I appreciate you.
I'm serious. Like, I'm really sorry.
We got. I will put that in the memo.
Sorry for the niggas I finessed.
No, you can never be sorry for that one. Sorry is a sorry word. That's the finesse.
I ain't finesse
because the biggest finesse like to niggas is like letting them think that you need them. Because it's like at the end of the day, I have myself.
I mean,
so it's like anything that
I don't never finesse too hard. I'm just saying, like, I knew that they had feelings for me and I took advantage of it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's not taking advantage of it. That's finessing.
Not a woman take
That's what I'm saying.
motherfucking
Finesse.
accountability.
Like,
Shit.
you know.
Like, you're not stealing anything. You're not
Look,
lying
I'm
about
trying to.
it.
I gotta do all this shit
You're
so I
just
won't get
using-
canceled when I get famous.
No, my thing is like, no, because I would talk about that shit to the day I die.
Yeah, I'm
trolling.
I'm trolling.
I am using what I feel like I am only allowed to be accessible to you right now. Anything past what I need from you or anything past what I cannot, because like my thing is like you have to treat me way like nobody can do better for me.
Some niggas deserve the finesse and some niggas don't. I'm talking about to the niggas who didn't deserve it.
I think every nigga deserves a finesse. You a direct line of the patriarchy. Fuck your shit.
No. I don't try to finesse black men, but all you other niggas.
I'm gonna finesse a window shopper. I'm gonna finesse anybody to the
You
day
Uber the
I
fuck
die.
home.
I will find my way home.
No,
That's
it's like
finesse. I can go to the bus stop with no bus card right now. Bet you I still get on that bus.
No, I know about that. Hey, but the
Everybody.
women bus drivers be hated. No, the bitches.
No,
y'all be trying to
that's
make
finesse
it
too. That's finesse too. Now that's when my acting comes skills into line. I'm cute. I'm fine. I take care of myself. I don't smell like loose squares.
A bitch you know about game though, she is not gonna let you finesse.
And I'm gonna come at you like auntie.
No, some of them,
I need to
it
get
depends.
home.
Some of the bitches, they gonna look
they
right
come
at
to
you.
Chipotle. Y'all
They gonna look right at you and be like,
am I tweet? Like I don't
True
know.
story. No, the thing is,
came into my job, come down the line. I gave her a discount off rip just because you're a CTA bus driver.
Yeah.
All my life I had to get on this bus, and all my life I've had hating ass CTA bus drivers that didn't say shit, and I still got on the fucking bus. What you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do? You better call the police at the
You
next
can't
stop.
give me no refund.
Hey, can we talk about the bitches who fucking drug dealers who be in the passenger seat of the car so mad? Like, why y'all bitches be so mad? We don't want your nigga, he want us. But tell him to make sure he adds some extra in that motherfucking. Hey, the fuck is you talking about?
And we thank you all for tuning in. You have tuned in for another The Real Hoodwives of Chicago. I thank you so much. Passion 13. And
I'm terrible.
No, you are wonderful.
This why I don't want no daughter.
You are wonderful and magnificent, and that may come to you some lifetime. But I'm not gonna wish that on you right now. But while you are making
cap.
While you are making
I don't know, to dig that bomb, I'll be like, don't pull out, fuck it. But then I'll be like, hell no. Just call me cereal. Fuck it. Oh my God. Shout out to the county. Man, we gotta stop this podcast.
Nigga, we just tried like 3 times. His ass hyping you up, bitch.
Oh my, I ain't got no shame getting no abortion. I gotta be fucked up.
Oh,
all lives matter, right? What is you talking about? Black lives matter, right?
Y'all see this wall? It's white as fuck.
I fucking did. Talking about some all lives matter. Pro-choice, all lives matter.
I have a child. I'm not about to bring no child into this world, and I know, like, I'm not even prepared. I planned my child, I planned my son, and I'm still not prepared. So it's just like, why would I? And I'm just like, I can't be the bitches I be talking shit about.
Exactly.
I don't want to be no Section 8 ass bitch. Like, no shade, but
I can't be the bitches I be talking about.
The fuck?
That's another shirt.
You know,
these I'm gonna just write these shirts down and I'll be like passion.
A lot of bitches honestly be the bitches they be talking about. They be like the
50%
irony. Be like the fucking irony. Like, you the bitch you talking about. Like, the fuck.
We'll talk about it.
So I just always try to be better than the bitch I used to be. And I'm just into just like seeing how much of a better bitch I could be. Like, you know, and my man equally want to see me be my best, baddest bitch. So it's just like, wow, so lit. Like, so now I'm just like, you know, I never tried to be a bad bitch. I just stayed in my lane. I just was chilling, being a tomboy. But now I'm just like, oh, whew, they about to hate me. I ain't being humble no more.
Well, I will forever love you, and we will forever love you. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, for being in with us. You are going to be amazing because you already are amazing. As you already know.
Man,
have fun in
I feel
LA.
like this interview going to resurface later on in my life. And it's going to be hilarious.
Well, then you can do more shout outs in the second interview. But you all have tuned in for another episode of The Real Hoodwives of Chicago, a real show.
Can't have no nanny, I'm not your mommy, and you's a poppy. You found your hobby, how about that? Running up, you just a runners up. Got cherries and blossoms and buttercups. More chocolate and pussy is honey nut. I'll climb you like trees, don't fall for the breeze. Just stay on your limbs, but niggas will leave. They blowing the breeze.